Hey, Tieran from Newcastle Buyers Agent. Thinking about granny flats. There's a lot of people that are plugging them on socials and out in the real estate world. They do have their place. We do require affordable housing, but the question you've got to ask is, how much is it going to cost in real numbers? How much is it going to impact the resale potential of the property? And also thinking about the area that you're doing it is who's going to rent it and who's going to want to have someone staying in their backyard. Sure, we have a rental crisis, but that doesn't mean that people are still going to be happy to stay long term when they've got problematic neighbours. So when looking at the cost of building, a lot of the figures that get quoted often don't consider clearing a site, putting up new fences, and getting services from the back of the block to the front of the block. Some of them are just working out off numbers of how much it costs to put a granny flat on the ground. The other hidden costs are like decks, carports and driveways. Those get often forgotten and it can impact your lettability when it comes to time to put it on the market. In terms of who's going to rent it, depending on the location, I certainly don't recommend putting granny flats in highly dominated owner-occupied areas. I think you've got to be more considerate and think of where else would there be a high demand for it, and that's probably where the average rent is a little bit lower. The getting out of it, like a lot of people will go, oh, but I'm never going to sell it. But at some stage you may have to exit the property, and if you're buying a house that's potentially like $650, $750 to acquire just the house, and then you're spending $250, $300 plus on a granny flat once it's finished, who is going to spend $1 million on an investment property in an area where the median is $650 or $750? And then to top that off, the other misleading thing I'm finding when people are talking about granny flats is the quoting of capital growth figures. I suppose that's capital growth figures across the board, and I think I might cover that in a separate video. So if you do want to do a granny flat and you want some real advice, not one that's self-indulgent or someone who's talking out the backside, give me a call and we'll organise to have a strategy session. Cheers, guys.